Good morning. How is everyone this morning? My hair's a little bit puffy today. Happy Earth Day. I'm wearing my Earth colors today. If you get a chance to go for a walk, maybe you can bring a bag with you and you could collect some garbage out on your walk. How are you today? If you were to pick a color, what color would you pick? I got all kinds in there now. I think I would pick green. Green and blue. Let's do a double. Here's my blue. For the earth. Okay, what's the date today? We should know because we've been talking about today since Monday, but if we were at school, it would be, this is the picture we would have right here. Because they would usually play today. But unfortunately they aren't playing right now, but when they get back to their schedule, that's the day they'll play. So it is Wednesday. And if you go all the way down, that's the number 22. 22, that's right. And what's the month? January, February, March, and April. And the year is 2020. That's right. Okay. The weather. I don't know. It's pretty cold out there still. Still have snow on the ground. But if you see my face, it is sunny. Gonna be a bit windy today. We have been having so much wind. So that's the Blue Mountains. And if you live in Meaford, it's pretty much the same. Not as windy though. Lots of sun today. So that's nice. But it can be deceiving, which means it's kind of like a trick. You think it's nice and warm, and then you go out, and you're like, oh, I think I need to put my winter coat back on. So in the news today, Trudeau is going to be putting some funds together for community programs that are non-profit. So that's nice. So things in the community that help other people, not with the idea of making money. That's going to get some extra help. Ford was talking about Dr. Tam, who has been saying that the physical distancing has been working, and she says, keep up the good work. So it's not quite over yet, but we're definitely getting control over it by social distancing. And because it's Earth Day, one of the good news stories today is that the pollution around the world is at a low level. It's not super good, but it has fallen in big levels in major cities around the world, which is very good news because when we would say we can't do anything about it, the truth of it is that we can do something about it, right? So we have to do our best to help the earth. Okay, our comic today is a school comic with Charlie Brown. It's this one right there. So he's sitting at his desk and he says, a spelling bee, they're going to have A citywide spelling bee. I should enter it. That's the sort of thing I need to do to gain confidence and self-esteem. I think I'll raise my hand and volunteer. It'll be good for me. I think I'll just raise my hand and volunteer. And there's a problem. Look at his hand. Is his hand raised? No, my hand won't go up. It's smarter than I am. Aw, poor Charlie Brown. Okay. Can anyone see the lantern? It's in a it's not in a dark place, so it's a little bit hard to see, but if you can see it, try and find it. Birds today. There was someone singing out on my deck this morning. It was a cardinal, a male cardinal, was at the bird feeder, and then he was on the edge of the deck and he was just singing. It was so nice. So nice. Did you find the lantern yet? It's right there. Right there. Okay, our item yesterday was this. And I'm going to say it's not lettuce and it's not a salad. What is it? If you said cabbage, you're right, cabbage. We were doing speech and some people thought it was lettuce, but it's not. It's called cabbage. Okay, this is our item today. And this one, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be very tricky. But I found it, and I thought, that is so unusual. So I'm going to see. Why don't you just identify the category? Do you think it's an animal, a plant, or like a rock, a type of rock? Okay. There you go. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow what that is. And the sound today is this. Did you guess it? If you guessed putting away the dishes, then you're right. Do you help with putting away the dishes? That's what I ask Max to do sometimes. If he puts the dishes away, then I'll fill the dishwasher up. It's good to have teamwork. Okay. So in our week, we've been talking about Earth Week, and the goal today would be to use reusable bags and to stop using plastic bags. We've been trying to do that for a while. How long have we had the plastic or the reusable bags? But now grocery stores are actually starting to not have plastic bags. And I think that we should have bags like the dollar store has, where their reusable bags are actually biodegradable. So that is helpful because once they start to break down, then you can recycle them in the compost. I also wanted to show you these. I got this one for my birthday from Mrs. Thacker. And it's a company called 4Oceans. And they collect plastic in the oceans, and then they make this jewelry from the plastic. And then when you purchase the bracelet, it goes to their fundraising. And this one I bought when I went to Kingsville, and it's for sea turtles. So, this one's for dolphins, and this one's for sea turtles. And when we were there, I also bought one for my sister and my niece. So then we all have one of these bracelets. So thank you, Mrs. Thacker. That was a really nice gift. And it's nice because the money goes to that foundation. And it's amazing if you go onto their website and see some of their videos, how much pollution there is in the ocean in other areas around the world. It's pretty incredible. So that's a really good way to help the Earth for Earth Day. Okay, the next part is going to be our exercise for just a little part of the day. You can do lots of more exercise than just this, but it's a good way to get up and moving. And if we were at school, I had already said it would be Hockey Wednesday, because the Owen Sound Attack would play on Wednesday night. So, see if you recognize this song.
Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Second period, where players dance with skates to flash, the home team trails behind, but they grab the puck and go bursting up and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees, they travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside, it's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name, and the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Take me where hockey players face off down the rink, and the Stanley Cup is all filled up for the champs who win the drink. Now the final flick of the hockey stick and the one gigantic scream. The puck is in, the Canadians win the good old hockey game. Oh, the hockey game is the best game you can name, and the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name, and the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name, and the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
So did you see me trying to shoot the puck and save the puck and skate down for a breakaway? Okay, I actually don't know too many stretches for hockey because I never played hockey. I played basketball, and I actually played football in gym. Okay, we're going to read our book today about dogs, and we're almost finished. And what I'm going to do after that is do animals from the Toronto Zoo. So we have a couple more paragraphs and then we're finished. So it says, no animal has accompanied and worked for the human race so willingly. No other animal will choose to fight at man's side rather than seek its own freedom. No other animal will give us its affection so freely. Where's Olive? Olive's here today. She does. She gives affection so much. With their highly developed brains and clever hands, men are far superior to dogs. We know, our history and plan for the future. The dog lives only its own life. We can produce wonders of science and works of art. The dog is only an instinctive creature imprisoned within his animal nature. Yes, despite these differences, the miracle persists. A man can love a dog and admit it to his life. The dog can accept this love and give its life to the man. That's nice. Okay, and our last thing is our 2 art projects. So we have the one art project going on is the wall or the window. Thank you to our health workers. So I'm going to take a square orange piece today, and I'm going to take off the points. And then I'm going to just cut. That was really loud yesterday, the cutting. That was a good sound. Could you really hear the cutting when I was cutting the shape out? The line of color. The curlicue of color. And it's kind of hard to see, but I do have these right in the window that's behind me when I'm doing the exercises. But the sun's so bright today, you can't really see it. Okay, so I'll add that to my rainbow. So orange is next. And the last egg carton project. Because my one hole, or one of the little cups had some egg actually in it. So this is the last one, and it's a little elephant. And it can sit, here, what do I have to show you how it can sit? And it sits up like that. And on his ears, I put, save the planet. So I've just taken one of the little cups, and this would be the top of it. And that I thought could be the trunk. And then I just cut around it, and then I attached some little ears. So it makes a little elephant. Elephants are other animals that we have to make sure we're being careful with them because people poach them for their tusks. So we have to help the elephants. So I'll put that over here. So you can put that somewhere where maybe if you're leaving the house and you go into the grocery store, you can put the little elephant out to help remind you to bring your reusable bags, or maybe put it in the car, because I have my reusable bags in the car and then I walk into the grocery store sometimes without them. Does anyone else do that? Okay, so I'll just put that little guy there. And I think that's everything. So we have our elephant today for Earth Day. And I hope everyone has a nice Earth Day. And I miss you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.